Hi Leo, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I'm here today to do your January 2019 general reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising Leo. Well, alright, so we already have one popping out. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. So, I hope everyone's having a good January, New Year so far. I hope everyone had very good holidays and safe travels. So, we are focusing on what you need to overcome in your recent past, what you need to be focused on in your current energy, and what you have to look forward to if you listen to Spirit's guidance. Now, whatever pops up in between, we'll go with. So, hopefully, we'll get some good messages. That one definitely wanted to come out. Have courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it's offered to you. Very often, when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. And I was also, so in Garth Brooks, unanswered prayers popped up as I was reading that. So, also remember that when when the universe doesn't answer you, like say you pray, and it just doesn't work out, there's a reason why it's not meant to work out for you. So be patient with your process and understand that sometimes what you think is best for you isn't. Okay, Leo? And don't be afraid or so stubborn to give or receive help. Like, if you need it, ask for it and be clear with what you actually need. But they want to hand it to you. The windfall of abundance popped out. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. So, alright, Leo, let's see what's going on for January. What does Leo... There we go. Alright. So, bountiful nature. We'll clarify that in just a second. What does Leo need to focus on in their current energy, January 2019, please? Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Windfall of abundance. And what does Leo have to look forward to? Okay, abundance mindset. So a lot of this really points out to me that, the word gratitude is coming up, Leo, okay? You really need to think about all the good things that are happening or has happened, all the obstacles you've already overcome. Be grateful and be supportive of yourself and your journey, okay? A lot of us have gone through a lot in 2018, 2017, and the changes that are happening are for our highest good, but sometimes we get wrapped up in wanting to succeed so much that we forget to look back on our past and see everything that we've been through and how much we've already overcome. Actually, yeah, Juliet, I think I can do that for you. Just hold off to the end. So thank you for joining, and ooh. Juliet, are you having a hard time speaking up about something, hon? Do you find like you might be having some issues with communication with your around people in your life? Thank you, hon. I mean, it's really choking me up. Is there some situation? Yeah, I can feel it. My throat chakra is out of control right now. And as soon as you asked if you could ask a personal question, my throat just seized up. Yeah. It's time for you to step out the box, hon. You got to speak up for yourself. You got to know what it is that you want and set your boundaries very clear, okay? When we internalize everything, we end up hurting ourselves more. And a lot of times we'll hold back in fear of what someone's response is going to be, but you don't know what that response is going to be. And if it's not the response you're looking for, depending on what the situation is, but if it's something like, listen, the way I look at it, it does not matter who it is in your life, whether it be family, friends, spouse, even your children, okay? Grown children, kids will be kids. But if you have adult children, it's one of those things where when we express our boundaries and what we need from the people we love in our life, even if they don't respond well, the defensiveness is usually their fear and their ego pushing back, because they become defensive when they don't want to hear, of course we don't want to hear that we're doing things that hurt the people in our life. But if someone will just straight up ignore your boundaries and keep stepping over you, then you really need to question what's the purpose of them being in your life, okay? That's why we have boundaries, and that's why it's really important for us to know what our wants and desires are and to be able to speak up about it. Like the whole theme this week with Whispers of Grace and, our morning motivations it's the throat chakra. So and I've noticed that by doing these every week, there's usually a lot of resonance in what we're speaking about in these morning motivations. So I know that personally every week that we do these, I'm going through very similar things, and I've actually been dealing with the same thing. Yeah, and it's rough, okay? And listen, especially when it comes to relationships, and I'm not the best one at relationship advice. If you need relationship advice and you want a good, like, soulmate, twin flame person to watch, I would watch Jason with Ray of Light Tarot, because he's amazing, and, he's going through the twin flame journey himself, but all of his messages make complete sense. But my whole thing is love, okay? It doesn't matter if it's your spouse, your friends, your family. It's really important that we have the support and a listening ear from those around us, but we also have to remove the attachment. We can't be so interdependent or codependent on the people in our lives, because we need to be able to give our own happiness. But you do need to have enough courage to voice your opinion if something is bothering you, okay? Let me just say that, okay? Hi, Deb. Oh, goodness. All right, yeah. So, let's see. What's going on? Leo. All right. So, the Seven of Swords came out for your recent past. And with the Seven of Swords, they're telling you that there's a better path for you to take, okay? And it's available to you. And I think y'all already know it. You might not be able to take this path alone, but you need to align yourself with the people who understand the journey that you're on and support it, even if they don't fully understand it yet, right? The people that love us will be supportive, even if they don't fully understand. Even if they don't, and that's the thing, a lot of people have such hardcore beliefs and opinions that they shun people that are on a spiritual path, or, want to set boundaries when they haven't had boundaries in place before, and they're like, why the change? I've had so many people over the years be like, I miss the old Jess, and it's like, well, too bad, because I'm never going back there. Each time I learn something more about myself, I become more confident, I become more vocal, and I'm okay with myself now. The old me was terrible in so many ways. Not only was she super insecure, she was super jealous, she was possessive, she was scared of change. You know, she struggled all the time with her emotional and spiritual well-being. No more. No more. I am very appreciative of the things that I've been through and the things that I have survived and overcome. And I applaud that woman for staying strong all these years. But no. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. That's their perception. But we are growing, and some are growing at a faster rate. Um, and there's no reason to have guilt. Listen, and we all go through that phase too. I did for several years because, I reflect back and like, could I have done something different? Blah, blah, blah. But listen, every single person in my life served its purpose. As a Taurus, I held on longer than I should have. I will white knuckle it until I'm down to the very last strand before I give up. Because my soul can't take anymore. I don't like to. I hate change. Used to. Now I embrace it. And it's wonderful. By being able to go with the flow, I'm not feeling guilt anymore. Because everything happened as it should. And each decision that I might not have been proud of back then has taught me now what I want and what I don't want to experience in my life. And half of those things that I did make that I'm not so proud of was because I was insecure and looking for validation, and I was doing things out of my true nature due to the way that I believed in myself. Okay? Because I listened to everyone else. Because I let other people tell me who I should and should not be. And that's why it's so important for us to stand up. And again, Juliet, voicing it. Don't be ashamed to use your voice. Even if you have to go outside and scream to the top of your lungs and just let it to the universe. Surrender. Give it to God. Listen, our angels are watching over us. They see everything that we experience. They're constantly trying to reassure us and push us towards change for a better future. But if we keep holding on to the things, like especially self-limiting beliefs, holding on to toxic people, or staying in situations where we're so focused on others that we're not focusing on ourselves and doing things that bring us joy, right? Yes, we all have priorities, but we are number one, okay? It's not a selfish thing, it's self-love. So, okay, sorry, tangent. Woo! Leo's emotional this month, huh? Okay, so what you need to focus on, or what you need to overcome in your recent past, you have bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and remind you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or a hike with your pet, meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect to the limitless vastness. So some of you might have been feeling ungrounded, unsecure lately, and need to get outside or do some grounding exercises if you can't, in order to overcome the obstacles that are standing in your way, because there is a different path that is available to you, and they want you to take this, okay? They're showing you that, and that's probably why there's a lot of this pressure behind Leo, because you know that there are different things that you want to try or experience, and you might be having a hard time with that shift or coming to the realization of exactly what you need to do. Each individual person is going to be different. If you need help, that's what private readings are for. If you don't know how to connect to your guides and get the answer yourself, then reach out. There are people who will help you, okay? I am one of them. So there is hope. There's hope for the situation. And, okay. So yeah, there seems to be a lot of, oh Lord. Okay, so y'all are kind of spiraling out of control with your, your mental and your recent past. Um, okay, A. Thank you so much for joining. At the end, I will try my best to get any questions. Obviously, there's more Leos in here that are needing it. So I will do my best after I get through this, because it is kind of an emotional one for Leo. I feel like there's just a lot going on, but it does feel more mental than emotional, but it is affecting the heart, okay? Because we have the Ace of Cups reversed here with the Nine of Swords reversed. So this tells me that there's some sort of love offer or opportunity, connection that maybe did not go as planned, or you're not feeling that reciprocation, and it's kind of spiraling out of control, like you're overthinking to a whole different level, and it's really time to get that in check, because if this has been going on in your recent past, and this is something you need to overcome, it's because you're not grounded. You're too much up in here, and it's overactive. If you're not sure about what the different chakra systems are relate to in your life, it's really not. It's really not. And listen, I've been there. I am one of those people, as an empath, as a psychic, as a medium. I work with my upper chakras all the time. So it's really hard, especially with me being a Taurus. Like, you would think that I'd be naturally grounded, but I'm not. And I have to work extra hard at doing that because I'm an empath, because I work from the throat up. But I didn't realize until I started doing all this work how much I've been blocked my entire life, and how much I've actually overcome. Once you start doing the assessment questions we go over in the morning motivation videos, like, you'll realize just how much is out of balance and out of whack. And that's why it's so important for us to take care of this, right? All of this functions and runs our body, and if we are not functioning properly, then we're not at our highest good. We're not up to the highest standard where we can be functioning at the highest level possible. You see what I'm saying? So, but again, with the sun being reversed here, there just seems to be this unhappiness, and you're kind of battling with having peace with the situation and the unhappiness that you're feeling. But you need to listen to your intuition, because the High Priestess is here, and your intuition is correct, okay? I would honestly say that for any of you who are super confused about making necessary decisions, you not only need to get grounded, but you need to meditate, and you need to trust the information that comes through, okay? If you feel like you're too close to the situation and can't see it clearly, then reach out for help, okay? Listen, I try to help as many people as I can, but I also need to make a living doing this. This is my purpose, okay? And I decided to offer readings. Like, if you have one specific question, you need an in detail answer, I will do it for $15, and I will get you as much information as I can, right? But if you need, if you want full-blown information, you want to know everything about it, and you want clear results, get a full-blown reading, okay? Don't half-ass it. If you want to know what's going on and what you need to do, and, what's the real underlying issue, get a reading done. If I can't help you, there is someone else that can, okay? But don't be afraid to reach out for help, because a lot of these videos are very generalized, because we're doing so many under one sign, especially when you start adding sun, moon, and rising and all the other stuff. It's a generalized. So if you want specific for you want details, get your reading done. Now, what they want you to focus on in your current energy is the windfall of abundance. So this one says, an increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving, and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. So again, there's a decision that you have to make. There's a decision that's been coming up, reflecting on your past, that you know there's a decision coming up for you, Leo. And you need to get grounded enough to tap in and come back away from, distance yourself from the situation enough to see it clearly, okay? And you'll know with whatever the situation is when it's time to walk away from something. You understand what I'm saying? But if you don't choose the correct route, it's going to take longer to get to the windfall of abundance. But they want you to be clear on the decision that you have to make in order to have this abundance start flowing in. Like, they're wanting to support you in your life purpose, your health, your beauty. You know, they want that energy behind you. They want that pickup, right? And I feel like once you make this decision and be clear with yourself, you're going to start seeing the miracles roll in, okay? So let's see what's clarifying that. Can you tell me what Leo needs to be focused on in their current energy, please? And for anyone who does want a question, please stick to the end, okay? Alright, yep. I knew it. Okay. So they're wanting you to start over. They're wanting you to clean the slate, okay? In order to bring about this abundance that you're looking for, it's time to say goodbye to the old things that no longer serve you. The bad habits, the self-limiting beliefs, not speaking up for yourself, Juliet. You know, all the things that are hindering your progress. It's time to really take that time to reflect on it and understand that when you make the necessary decisions to, you know, to live a better life and to take action on that part, no matter how hard it may seem, and to trust the universe has bigger, better plans for you, you'll be starting a new life, and a new day will dawn, and it will bring peace to your life, okay? Release the past. There's a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. And that's when that abundance is going to come in. Okay. Yeah. Some of you might be dealing with a third-party situation. I saw the Three of Cups with the Two of Staffs reversed. So there seems to be like something going on, and it's not necessarily that there's cheating, but there might be someone else involved in the situation that could be hindering the process of you moving forward with someone significant in your life, okay? So the abundance mindset is what they want you to know is coming if you listen to Spirit's guidance today. So it says, if you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. And that's another thing. You got to be really clear with Spirit. So, like, say you need money, like your bills are piling up, and you need help, and you need it now, right? You can't just say, please send me money, because it could be months. Say, I need $1,000 right now, and you need to believe it and do the necessary work. Take care of yourself and watch it come in, okay? And don't worry about how it's coming in. It will come in the way it needs to. But there's a lot of closing out, things coming full circle for you. And it's going to be a very happy ending. It's something that you're really going to invest your time and energy into. You will have to release, especially the past and the hurt, okay? You got to get over the mental stuff. And there's an offer that's being dropped, and it's causing you to disconnect from the things that you felt comfortable with before and taking a new path. You're crossing over the threshold, okay, and into a bigger and better outcome for yourself. So don't be afraid, Leo. Alright, so I see there's one person in here. Is it Juliet? Are you still in here? Or is there anyone that needs a reading? clean energy food just popped out. Okay, yep, Juliet. Alright, so what's your question, hon? When you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. Oh, hi, Christopher. It says it's only one person in here. How are you doing? So, a couple people were, and it's so weird. Is there anyone else in here that I'm not seeing? Because, like it says, it's only one. What will So, alright. So, first off, I'll tell you just intuitively. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that you said earlier that you were confused. Okay, you're just confused with your love life. Okay. Hey, alright, so there's other people. Alright. Yeah, Leo is having a rough time, man, and it's a lot of good messages that needed to come out. So I am compelled to. I'm so sorry, y'all. My dog's shaking. Um, all right. So I was compelled to pull a few cards. I'll pull you one to give you as much clarity as possible. Um, okay. Yeah. So Juliet, what I got for you is the Queen of Swords. Okay. So um, it's it's really a time for you to focus on you and your career rather than relationships. And listen, the Queen of Swords gets a bad rep. She represents the bitter divorced woman, and it's not necessarily a bad thing if you look at it the right way. And one of the best descriptions that I heard someone explain her is that she is the hardest woman in the deck, right? She has been through it all. And she is that woman that has been scorned, and she knows how to carry herself. She knows how to use her experience to benefit her. She knows when to cut those cords, and she's ready to cut anyone out of her life when need be, right? She knows her boundaries. She's strong. She's quick-witted. And, you know, there's nothing like a woman who has been scorned, because she knows she is a survivor, and it's hard to break a survivor. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at it from that perspective. And yeah, there's still quite a few things that I'm seeing that you need to get over before you know, love's gonna come in. Let's see. You still have a lot to do on your spiritual path, okay, before the offers are going to come in. And it's okay. Just be patient with it, Juliet. It's really important for you to focus solely on yourself, because you need to become, I really feel like you need to truly embrace life for what it really is, whatever that means to you, okay? Like, don't worry so much about the future. Be present here, right now, and find joy in every moment, and allow your vibration to rise to the point. And listen, be very clear. Look back at your past relationships. See if there's some consistencies with the people that didn't work out, right? What is it that you want to change? Don't focus on what you don't want. Focus on what you do want, and start to be those things. Like, if you want someone who is loving and caring and supportive and listens well, be that person. You know, you can do things to start attracting the love of your life. But my thing is, you don't want to just attract anyone. You want to attract the person who is right for you, that understands you, right? So take that time to really get to know yourself on a deep, deep level. Work out your baggage and prepare yourself for someone who is going to totally rock your world. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel that they're out there. I really do. And listen, the number that I'm getting, I'm not going to say because it might scare you, but it might take a while for this person to come into your life. But when they do, you're going to know and love like you've never known before. Okay? Yes, you definitely, self-love always comes first. And listen, the more in tune you get with yourself, the more you're able, especially if you're having a hard time communicating, you know, you need to use your voice and be confident with using that to set those boundaries and to communicate what you're feeling to that person that's in your life. Yeah, there's a lot that you're having a hard time with letting go. You're having like almost a hard time even deciding which burden to let drop. Okay, but either way, you will be successful. Just understand that you will be successful, but it's going to be a process for you. Okay, and that's fine. All right. So who was next? We had A. So what was your question, hun? Listen, hun, you gotta listen to your intuition. If you are not sure how someone feels about you, and again, that's why you need to use your voice. I don't know who M is to you, if you're in a relationship or it's someone you're crushing on, but you should feel confident enough to say, hey, this, and not going into defensive but confident. This is how I'm feeling about you. How are you feeling about me? I want us to be able to communicate with each other, and um, but either way, like, you need to be confident enough in yourself that um, even if, okay, you need to be confident even if he does not feel that way about you, that you just go about your business. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so reliant on someone to um, to give you validation, right? But you also, like, there's so much confusion coming through. Like, I'm having a hard time even forming my thoughts. So, yeah, I mean, listen, if you want to go that in depth, I mean, there are plenty of different spreads and readings that I can do for you that would really help you get clear on the situation if you don't feel comfortable enough asking him. But that's the point. That's the point, Juliet. If you can't say, hey, I like you, what you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? Quit over analyzing so much. Learn to be in the moment. Enjoy it, okay? They want you to just be more present. Be more present. And allow things to happen at a natural course. If he does not stay, he doesn't stay. If um, if he does, great. That's what I'm saying. Like, just love yourself enough to be patient and go with the flow and speak up, okay? With that energy shift that I was just talking about, that's when the love starts coming in, okay? But you need to be able to invest in yourself. Plain and simple. All right. So, A, my question is that do you think Leonard is one of my angels? Listen, I can tell you right now, if you feel it so strongly that you believe it, then yes, don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. Listen, they come to us in so many different forms and so many different ways, and sometimes they come, the way that we interpret their messages. Sometimes you give them names because it's more comfortable and more relatable to you. I've seen it happen. There is one lady at one of my groups that I just saw the leap of faith too, the Fool card. So trust the changes that are happening, the cycles that are happening. and trust the information that you're getting, okay? I can tell you right now, I don't even have to ask. Like, they're really supportive. I feel that you're highly intuitive, and that you already know the answer to that question. There's no point. You're just looking for validation, which, I mean, I hope that gives it to you if that's what it really is. But, I mean, yes, they're absolutely supporting you. And no matter what their name is, there's still energy, you know? So the way that they come about and they support us, and especially in an angelic sense, when they're vibrating at such a high frequency, you know, sometimes it can be really hard to hear, you know, sometimes it's more telepathy, but if that's what you feel comfortable calling your angel and that's how you feel strongly about it, then yes, absolutely. Okay? Alright, hens. So, okay. Yeah, hun, I'll pull you one. Leo's lucky, man. I usually don't do this, but I feel very compelled to do it for this video. So, alright. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so even in that case, listen, if this was someone in your life, whether it was, you know, whether it was a close relationship, a spouse, whatever the case may be, um, do you feel like you have a little bit of mediumistic abilities, A? Do you feel like you connect to the angels or spirit realm? Have you been getting a lot of signs and synchronicities or a lot of activity around your house? I also hear that he's been popping up in some of your dreams. Yeah. I do feel there's a lot of the clairvoyance for you. So, you know, work on it. Build it up. I'm telling you, the more you build up your third eye and start working with the spirit realm, you're going to start to be able to hear and sense them more. And, you know, it's really not bad. Like, it's very easy to... They listen to our boundaries more than people do. You know what I'm saying? So, I definitely feel like you have this connection with this person, and I do feel that they're definitely around you. Um, there's something about the car, though. Something about the radio. So, yeah, keep those things in mind. They're definitely... Yeah. I'm telling you. Work on it. Build it up. Okay? Yeah. So, there's definitely something about the radio, and that's just that confirmation that he's definitely here with you, okay? So, trust the information he's given you. Alright, on fleek. Love life. Alright, can you give me any advice on... 7 of Staffs. So you could be feeling very defensive. You need to stand up for what you believe in. You need to take back your own power. It's really important for you to find that personal power and that self-confidence when it comes to your relationships. Don't be afraid to be proud of who you are, right? I also feel, especially in a spiritual sense, are you in a relationship right now? I'll wait. Are you in a relationship? Because they're spitting out so much I can't even stop it. So I'm not, whatever. I was trying to be patient. But I feel that you're almost like having a hard time. Okay. Do you feel that you're having a hard time explaining exactly what your lifestyle is and, you know, what your beliefs are, and that maybe this person might not understand it fully or be supportive of it? Because that's what it's kind of feeling like really taking that personal claim, like, this is me, this is my lifestyle, this is what I love, this is what gives me inspiration and creativity, and I love what I do. But I know, especially people who work in a spiritual sense, sometimes it can be really hard to open up to people who don't fully understand. But you need to be proud of that, because you are truly a beautiful person. Like, they are just so happy of how far you've come in your journey. um, they keep saying, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, like they are cheering you on. And they're just so proud of how much claim you've already taken, but they want you to take it a step further. Okay? Don't be afraid, especially when people start coming in, because there are people that are being sent your way for a reason. But remember, go with the flow, stay in the moment, don't overthink it too much, and allow things to take a natural course with it, okay? You don't have to be afraid, because listen, I feel like you're so in tune that you're gonna know. You're gonna know if it's bad news. Always pay attention to the red flags, but don't overanalyze everything. I know, as a reader, you know, we read people's energy, so it can be very hard trying to tune into someone all the time. You don't always have to be tuned in to other people. You know what I'm saying? Keep your emotions to yourself. Like, I mean, obviously you can verbalize, but, you know, you don't have to project, and you don't have to absorb, and just allow things to be good, you know? But it is time for you to claim yourself and your lifestyle, and understand that if anyone comes into your life, whether it be a significant other or a friendship, it doesn't matter. We have family and tribe of all sorts, but if they are not fully supportive of you, then either distance yourself, or, you know, just don't give it any attention. Listen, some people are very jealous of people who climb at a higher rate, or, but it doesn't matter. We're all on our own individual journey, and it's really important for us not to compare and not create separation, okay? Um, you know, I do find that it might be hard for some people who do what we do to be with people who are not on a spiritual path, or at least understand it. But there are people that I have met that are supportive, or, you know, at least try to understand what I do. But I have no problem. Like, I tell people right from the get-go that this is what I do. I own my own online business, and I help people heal and become more in tune with self and source. And I'm perfectly fine with that. If you don't like it, there's the door. You know what I'm saying? So just be gentle is, yes, yes, okay. I love you, Leo, but my food is here. I am so excited. I've been really, really bad today. Don't judge me. Um, so I love you so much. And if I missed anyone and didn't get to you, just email me and say the Leo. But listen, I know the names in here. So if I do not see or recognize your name, like, it's only going to be for the people on live, because I love y'all. And I can't give away everything for free. So I love you. If you need a personal reading, please email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. If you do not need a personal reading, but you enjoyed today's video, please, the donation link is down in the description box below. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check me out on Facebook and Instagram. I'll see you later. Bye.